Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi there.
Happy end of Dave Ancestry Appreciation Day of WikiTree Week.
Woohoo.
Yeah, finally, WikiTree Week.
WikiTree Week is here. Yes.
Long awaited and anticipated.
And we're kicking off WikiTree Day because it's already WikiTree Day in some of the countries,
Australia, New Zealand.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, it's their morning.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
we have Lisa saying hello, and Fiordalisi and Stephen saying hi.
And I love how you're at everything.
She is.
Yes.
It's awesome.
How does she do it?
It's
Omnipresent.
Okay, well, that's for kind of you. I was going to say Anne is one of the ones who's found the bugs in the mystery box because it was working fine, and all of a sudden it wasn't, and then yes.
Yeah. We broke WikiTree.
You did. You did the mystery box, Vicky. It was such a great idea that we broke it overnight. Yes.
Yeah, such a success. Hi, John. Hi, Janet.
Talk about that since we're talking about it.
Want me to go? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Well, so the mystery box challenge, which was Vicky's idea, and we did a nice broadcast about it last night. Well, I think it was a nice broadcast.
It was. I just finished watching it.
But it was neat because we went through the whole process. We talked about, Vicky talked about her inspiration for it, and we went through how to pick a box, and we went through and we solved one and got the stuff, and I showed off some of the stats. And we had people doing the mystery boxes while we were watching it and stuff, and it was going along great. And then I get up this morning, and all of a sudden the app wasn't working, and the database had gotten corrupted because so many people were trying to attack it at the same time and update it that there was more traffic than I was able to simulate during the Hacktoberfest when we were testing it. Because we had testers, but not all of them were doing it at the exact same time, and so we couldn't simulate the traffic that real life brings. So, but anyway, so I've been working on revamping how the database works from a simple text file to an actual database. So I finally, about 15 minutes before we started, I solved the final hurdle of the logistics of how to make it work. Now I have to put that into process for all the different components because it keeps track of a whole bunch of different things. So each of those has to go into a table. But what I can show you, though, is let me share my screen so I can show you some of the stats of what we've got so far. So let me just zoom in there. So here is, I was just checking this out to see if I'm going to change the parameters. So you can see, so I'm going to pick a box. So I put this notice up here, this update. So those who did work on it last night, and Anne was one of those, there was about 12 hours of data that we lost with that crash. And I don't know when the crash happened. I just know that when I got up this morning, it wasn't working. So if you had solved a box in that time, please email me and I will eventually give you credit for that and add that in. But right now my focus is on fixing the problem so it doesn't happen again. It did happen at one point this afternoon. So there was an hour that someone's going to be missing some solved boxes, but I'm monitoring it. So I'm doing backups, regular backups, so that if it happens again, it'll be the minimal amount that we've lost. Anyways, and it's a fun contest anyways, right? It's not life or death for anyone. So
when I went back, when I went back today, I did not have my box, the last one I sold, showing. But when I click go to my mystery box or something, what is it like, the button? Well, whatever. But I entered, and there it was, the same box I had solved yesterday, so I hit done. And it was done because every change was made yesterday. So
Yeah.
Okay, well that's
It was
good.
good.
So I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick Ba Canada. And so look at there. There's the list of the boxes. Look, we've already got
That's
from 1 to 29 have already been taken. And then
Yeah.
there's holes, and we're going up to 120. Someone solved 120. So that's pretty cool, isn't that?
Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. So that's kind of a visual of where we are in that. But then you can also look at the stats, and you can see. So there's 18 active boxes right at this moment. There's 18 WikiTreeers out there trying to solve. 41 have been solved altogether so far, and
Very cool.
so that's kind of cool. And if you want to see where they are, so the 18 people who are solving it, there's 7 of them haven't done anything yet, but others are in different stages of solving.
That's so fun to see. I don't know why.
Isn't that neat to see the breakdown? And look at all the different, like a lot of people are using that the text box to zero in on a location. So that's kind of
someone's taking New Mexico. Good job, box 678. Where we are.
So anyways, so there's some cool stats here, and when the database is transferred from the current text file to the full database, it'll be a lot more solid too. So bear with me as I program that and fix that up. But so the question, Lisa, do the boxes reset every day? No, the boxes will continue to go. So the numbers will just get higher and higher. So eventually I'm going to have to program how to squish 4 digits and eventually maybe 5 digits onto a box.
I have a question.
And you don't lose a box. Like, so if you've got 5 profiles, if you only solve 3 of them and then you just nod off to sleep, those other 2 will still be there for you to solve tomorrow morning. So you're not going to lose anything unless, of course, someone messes up the database. But Eowyn?
I have a question.
Sure.
So on Alesha's end, it resets once a week. Is that right?
Oh, the challenge tracker, you mean?
The
The
suggestions.
Suggestions, right. Yes.
So people probably could expect that the later in the week it is, the more they might be swapping and stuff, right? Because there's going to be a lot more that are done.
Yep.
But at the beginning of the week, it won't happen probably as much as towards the end of the week.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's an excellent point. And I think that question came up in the G2G post as well. So, yeah, because like, I don't know if because I know on the weekend is when he does the data dump.
Yeah.
And whether that means that the fresh data is ready by Monday or not till Tuesday. So people who were trying it last night and this morning might have gotten a lot of suggestions that were already done. So,
but you can just swap to another profile, another suggestion.
I just saw a couple of people saying they had to swap a bunch of times to be able to get one that hadn't already been done. But I think that's just going to be expected towards the end of the week.
I think it will, yeah. And one of the funny things is because the swapping, it just randomizes the type of suggestion. But because it's truly random, it could pick the same one over and over again a few times before you actually get one that's not the same. So, anyways.
Yeah, we could do a little alliteration and make it Mystery Box Monday.
Mystery Box Monday. Yes, that's right. Anyway, so there we have it. So people are doing this and having fun, and it did look we had a little too much fun, and it crashed.
That's good. That's a good problem to have.
That's a good problem to have.
Liked it.
So.
Yes. Yeah, we're really glad.
Thank you both for all your massive amounts of work on this.
Greg, that's all Greg.
Well, it was a great idea.
It's a great idea, yeah.
Thank you. And I say, yes, it was.
She's like, I know, it was.
Yeah. I want to show you the, just very, very briefly. Sandy showed this today, but we have the special edition of the Profile Makeover Challenge. And the theme is, of course, our WikiTree Week. So we invite you to do a makeover for a profile of someone who has anniversary during this week. So from November 1st to November the 9th. And we already have 5 answers. The
Nice.
first one is mine. Then we have
Let's see.
Lin Yang.
That's
Then we have
great.
Melissa Jameson, Stephanie Dodd, and then Anne Fiordalisi. So there you go. Check our new challenge and give it a try. And I also wanted to show you this mini challenge
I love it.
for WikiTree. We invite you to recreate a family photo. It could be an old photo. It could be, I don't know, an 1800s photo, and you can recreate it with your family, with your friends, with your pets. You can use props. You can wear, I don't know, disguise or disguise. No, yeah, disguises.
Yeah, just nice.
And
Costume.
yes, I give you a costume, right? Thank you. Then I give you a couple of examples that I found on the internet. And as I saw in the symposium of copyright, I give proper attribution. I learned
Good.
thanks to your symposiums. And we have 2 answers. First one is mine because I started the fires. And I recreated a photo of my mother with her brother, Ludwig, and they are sitting in a doorstep. And I found the house and took a photo in the right same spot.
That is so cool.
Is that the
Yeah.
same house?
That.
The same house, yes.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, the first photo is from the 60s.
Huh.
And then we have, and I want to open this. This is
Aw.
from Eric Bain. And
Aw.
this is, I didn't read, but this is her father, his mother, his father, and their siblings.
That's really sweet.
That's so fun.
That is neat.
Yeah, they didn't get to meet for like 30 years.
Wow.
And
Oh, wow.
they all together, and they had the idea of taking this photo. And you
Aw.
see, the expressions are the same. You
Yeah.
can really
Yeah.
tell they are the ones in the photos.
That's
It's so fun.
Right. Oh.
Mhm.
I like the height difference now between
Yeah.
the 2 boys in the back.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So fun.
His father. His father's, wow, in 1933 or so.
Many years.
Great.
Almost 70 years later.
great.
Yes. And this was the first time in over 30 years that the 5 siblings had been together. Right. So these are my invitations. So I am. I invite you to share now. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Remote. Thank you. To share what other fun things we have for you
From
to
today.
to participate.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Should I?
Yeah,
Who's
you
next?
Bessie, you want to go ahead and change your tab and I'll put you up there?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Are you seeing
there we
it?
go. Yeah.
Yes. So we have a whole variety of different ways that you can appreciate your ancestor. And on this page that maybe someone will put in the chat, we've got all the G2G links. And we've got Meet My Ancestor, Gratitude to Ancestors, Dear Descendants, Create a Family Motto Challenge. We're going to take a look at the Dear Descendants letters. And I just want to say that even though we're emphasizing these today, you can reply to these throughout the week. So please do.
And may I interrupt really quick?
Please.
You get if you registered for the event, every time you answer one of these G to G questions, you get an extra entry into the prize drawings, the random ones we're doing at the end of the week. So good incentive to come and answer.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we have four letters to descendants. We'll take a quick look at them. Anonymous Sharky says, "I wish you well for your future lives, the best of health, kind, reliable, and trustworthy friends and family members, and the sense to know right from wrong. I learned a great deal from making mistakes, as I am sure you will too. But the thing to bear in mind is no one is perfect. Just get right up and carry on, remembering to say sorry to those you may have hurt or offended or omitted to consider. I'd love to come back in a while to see how you're getting on, but sadly that won't be possible. With love." So much wisdom and love in that message.
Yeah.
And John Vasky writes, "If you're looking for money, sorry. Be nice, even the jerks. Don't be a jerk."
Don't be a jerk.
Use deodorant. Work hard and make your own way in the world. If it sounds too good to be true, it almost always is. Cherish your friends, as real ones are hard to find and sometimes hard to keep. Please keep working on our genealogy so future generations know who we were. Most of all, I wish love and happiness. Well, that is spoken like a true family historian.
Yes.
And Phil Phillips, "To my several much loved granddaughters, life is full of forks. Turn left, this will happen. Turn right, a different result may occur. You exist because your ancestors each chose a fork that has led to you. Now it will be your turn, time and again, to choose which way to turn for you, for others you love, and for those who follow you. Choose wisely. Rarely can you retrace your steps to undo a bad choice. Just occasionally a new fork may bring you back on track or mediate a poor choice. Wherever your decisions lead, there are your decisions to make. So good luck and enjoy a full and happy life."
Aww.
I love how these are all like, no one has written a novel, but there's so
much in there.
Nice.
I know. And finally, Tia Balser writes, "Dear descendants, the message is not left by me, but already was by my fourth great Clarissa on her tombstone with a finger pointing up into the sky." Oh, we might have to go look at this.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I think we do. Clarissa D. Ingalls Weeks. Oh my.
Oh,
Look at
Wow.
that.
A finger pointing up into the
Way up.
and Clarissa passed in 1888. That's right, kids. That's the cold, hard truth of where you're going. Leap from no one. Wherever the occasion lends itself. Think that's funny? It's her humor, not mine. That's it. Thanks. Oh, and have a nice day.
great. I like the one that said, "Brush your teeth."
Yes.
You want to keep sharing your screen and show, if you go to the main question page for G2G.
The main question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right there at the top
Mm-hmm.
is the post for the day, so everybody can find that.
Yes. And we're going to do one of these for each day, correct?
Yeah, Tuesday will be up there shortly.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
So
That makes it very easy to find. That's very helpful.
yes.
So the scan and upload party, that was fun.
Oh.
That was earlier, about an hour ago, a little more than an hour ago. Everybody was on there chatting about what they're going to upload and showing pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a lot of fun, getting to know other WikiTreeers.
Cool.
So there'll be a post for each day for the cubicle party for that day also will be going up, and it'll be linked into that main post that Aon will put up every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so fun just to get to cross paths with WikiTreeers that you probably would not cross paths with otherwise.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the range of activities is so diverse that it's drawing out all these people who may not normally contribute in or be a part of the things we do. We all sort of have our own little corners. Love it.
Who is going to share the family mottos?
I can, if you want, since I'm, or does somebody else?
Since you're sharing.
Okay.
Alan and I really can't share our screens because our internet is a little sketchy
okay.
where we're at. So,
so create your family motto. So you get to make it up, which is a fun thing. I think the Scottish clans, they all have mottos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why should they have all the fun?
Right.
7 answers. Okay, Mark Williams says, practice, patience, and persistence. I love alliteration like that. I find that
me too.
Yeah.
That sounds like a music student, doesn't it?
Yes.
The 3 P's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got some Latin here.
Ooh.
Fabulae sunt terribilis. The stories are awesome.
Terribilis. Oh, very nice.
Oh, John, another great post from John. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
More Latin. Semper inquisione. Always searching.
Nice.
That's good. Yes.
Very good.
Never, because there's never going to be an end to.
That's right.
The questions in family history.
Mm-hmm. That's my genealogy motto.
Yeah.
Always searching.
Always searching.
Yep.
Anonymous Sharky says, never say never, as you will achieve all those goals, no matter how long it takes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dog Latin. So apologies due. Non illegitimae carborundum.
Carborundum. Yes.
Well, that's a.
We have to check his profile.
Do you know what that one means?
No.
What does that mean, Greg?
Well, the first word means don't, and the last word means wear you down. And the middle word is another word for someone who's illegitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Oh.
Okay.
My high school buddies are a fan of that particular.
I see. Got it. I mean,
yes.
I could take Latin, but I was a little stumped there.
Yeah, that's right.
Christina Adams said, get up, get ready, you will feel better. Go to school or on with the day. She said her mom said that a lot. She did not like us pretending to be sick to stay home from school. Small headache.
That sounded like a mom. You even read it like in a mom teacher voice.
I find that like sometimes the hardest thing is like inertia. You just have to get moving. I agree with that. Yeah. Talk to the hand. Nice.
Who talks with each other? Yeah.
Tia Balsard, thank you. Great. Well, keep those coming. We want to see more. They're fun.
Obviously, we enjoy them a lot.
Yes. Wow.
Oh, we're going to keep.
Oh,
there's more posts.
Where you want
my ancestor?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, meet my ancestor. Okay.
Meet my
All right. So we're showcasing. Now, was there just people could pick any ancestor?
Yeah.
Nice. Special ancestor whose life story deserves the spotlight. Okay. Write a biography. Take us on a journey. Okay. So let's see. Who is this? Martin. Oh, Robert Teague, writing about his second great grandfather, Reverend Martin Addison Teague, ready for instant defense against man or the devil. Whew.
Wow.
Circuit riding minister for the Methodist Episcopal Church in central Indiana in the mid-19th century.
Nice.
Yeah, he was also a leader in his town. He served as a marshal and town president, father of 5, who grew to adulthood. Sounds like deep roots in Indiana. Robert says, it took a long time to uncover Reverend Teague's story, and I learned so much while researching him and his family. His son, Owen, married a descendant of Wyandotte Chief Silas Armstrong in Kansas City, which established the basis for the claim that many years later lead to the revelation that I am a lineal descendant of the absentee Wyandottes. Interesting. Wow, this sounds like years and years of hunting and research.
Yeah.
I wonder when Robert started doing the research. The best research experience I had while learning about my Teague background was making a connection to a reference librarian at the Pendleton Community Library who graciously sent me photocopies of items in a vertical file they have for son Walter Dorwin. I love librarians. They're my favorite group of people because I've run across so many who they're just so helpful and kind. So,
Oh yeah.
So
do
Katie,
you want to go back and forth? I can read the next one if you want to still share your screen though.
Okay.
The next one is from Katie Barker. Meet my great-grandfather, Jack Simmons. Not only was he awarded the Military Cross for gallantry in the Middlesex Regiment of the Army, but he also mustered into the RAF, the Royal Air Force, as a sergeant major, aircraft hand on 1st of April 1918, on the day the Royal Air Force was formed, serving alongside the then Prince Albert, who later became King George VI. That's a very cool connection.
Wow.
Oh. Huh. And yeah, anyone who wants to go see the profile, everybody's providing profile links. And Katie says we have photos of him with the prince, which I remember being shown when I was younger. Oh no, I hope you find them. Oh. So Anonymous Sharky writes, as an adoptee, not really knowing a great deal about those ancestors I have managed to identify, is it permissible to use my father-in-law as the person I choose to nominate? Of course.
Sure.
Of course.
If so, then here he is. Sharky 472. Mark was born into a poor working class family in Farnworth, Lancashire, one of 12 children. After the death of his parents, the family was kept together by the oldest sister until they were grown and able to keep themselves. This experience led to him in later life becoming a foster carer for many years, opening his home to many often very disturbed children who had experienced both physical and emotional abuse. He had a strong Catholic faith, was always willing to help anyone who needed assistance, and he was a good man living by the principles of Christianity all his life.
Well,
very nice.
Yes, he does. He does sound like a wonderful man.
And Fiordalisi contributed her paternal grandmother, Anne Porcello, who she was named after. Anne Porcello was born in Brooklyn, New York, 25th of April, 1899, had 11 other siblings in her family. She was one of the eldest sisters. Sadly, she died in 1956 at the age of 57 of cancer. But when she died, her parents told us that she died of a chicken bone stuck in her throat because they didn't want to say the C word, the cancer word, and the kids were so young. So Anne was only 5 when her grandmother passed away. So she never really knew her. But she wished she'd had time to ask her more about her life in New York. Yeah. So, very nice. Or how she felt when she got a telegram telling her that her son died while saving a small village in France. So there's lots of things about her life that it would have been nice to know firsthand from her.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we all have some of those regrets, right?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah.
So she says, she closes, so please, if you have any living relatives still alive, ask questions about their lives. Yeah, that's really good advice. Kay Smith, let's see. Oh, her 8th great grandpa.
Whoa.
If care was taken to connect all the dots and truth was told in the telling of George's history, my 8th great grandpa, William Payne III, had a story to tell. It may be predicated on half-truths or outright lies. Much of it was recorded by Parson Weems. And then there's a Wikipedia link. A biographer who wrote the first book on Washington, who told the endearing fable about George chopping down a cherry tree. So much for that wasted day of history lesson / learning in the second grade. Did you learn about that in Canada, Greg?
I'd heard that, but I mean, it was just sort of a myth. But we didn't study it. It was just one of those facts that just sort of floats around.
Right. Well, it really creates such a strong visual that, it's not easily forgotten.
Yeah, that's right.
And there must be an element of truth, as William Payne was an honorary pallbearer at Washington's funeral, with his oldest son, Colonel William Payne, being a pallbearer. Although these two men were not related, one was my grandpa, the other a second cousin.
So the next one is from Pip Shepherd. I'd like to introduce an ancestor I did not know of until the past couple of years. He is James Neal, and he's one of my brick wall ancestors. I was able to find quite a bit on him from the extant records, as he was a large landowner in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina, and was actually the high sheriff of the county for 1 year. His property was very near to where I grew up, but even my grandmother, for all of her knowledge of her genealogy, didn't know about him. I'm sure that in my walks through the woods surrounding my childhood home, that I may have crossed his property. So that's
wow.
Yeah.
And what
so
does
how
he
far
say what his connection? He doesn't say his direct relationship.
No, but I'm gonna find that out right now.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Let's see. We go to grab Pip's ID. Click and say relationship to me. No, that's not it. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, I can tell you that he's not related to me personally, because 5th great grandparent. There we go.
All right.
5th grade.
It's getting back there. I mean, so that meant that it was his grandmother's 3rd grade.
Yeah. So he was born in 1746, died in 1809. So yeah, there was quite a few years in between.
Yeah.
So even if his grandmother was born 1900-ish,
yeah,
it was still
Hey guys,
yes.
could you take out the banner
Yeah, I'm just,
that's there so we can see Asher?
oh no, it's okay. You guys don't need to see me. You know what I look like.
You should probably
But
put
we
it
need
there
to share
hide.
a new banner.
There we go.
And let's see. Kim Sutherland Mills said, meet my 5th great grandfather, Lieutenant John McClellan Jr., open, brave, sincere, and a lover of truth. 1st Lieutenant John McClellan received his commission on the 25th of June, 1775, under Captain William Hendricks. He marched with his men to Cambridge, Massachusetts, to face the British. He left his wife, Catherine, and young daughter, Priscilla, at home in Cumberland County, Pennsylvania. They would never see him again. On September 11th, John's company was selected to join Colonel Arnold's attack on Quebec. The march through Maine was brutal, and John did not survive to lead his men to their destination. He became ill on the march, and after being carried some distance through the mountains by his men, he was left behind and later retrieved by 2 indigenous men who transported him by canoe to join the troops on November 2nd. He died the next day. Oh. I've known about John McClellan Jr. and his tragic demise since I was a girl. My great aunt Catherine had recorded her mother's recollections of our family's history, but it was riddled with inconsistencies, errors, and outright fictions. It was gratifying to be able to use the few details she had recorded about John and his daughter Priscilla to trace their history, and I owe a debt to a cousin, Rael Williamson, for all her work on our shared McClellan and Greer ancestors. Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is by John Vasky. And he'd like to introduce us to his paternal great-grandfather, John Vasky, Vasky-6. He was born in János Viszokai in Biste, Hungary. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that close or not, but so I apologize. Not much is known about his childhood, but he came to the U.S. in 1902 through the port in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. His immigration record shows that he lied about his age when he came over, claiming to be born in 1884, saying he was 18 when he was actually just 16. He came over by himself with $8 in his pocket, wound up in Ohio, and in 1911, he married Rose Frederick in Perry County, Ohio. Rose had a twin sister, Minnie, and John's best friend, Steve Getzy, married Minnie the following year. Oh, that's great.
Can you scroll up a little bit, Betsy?
Oh, sure. Yes.
Around 1915 or 1916, the two families moved to southern Illinois, where John and Steve began working in the coal mines. They eventually settled in Dowell, Illinois, where John and Steve worked in the Old Kathleen coal mine. That's wild, calling a coal mine Old Kathleen.
There's got to be a story there.
I'm sure there were other names they called it, because I don't think that was fun work or easy work. But anyways, it was in the mines that our anglicized name, Vasky, came to be. Because remember, he was born János Viszokai. So Viszokai became Vasky. One of the bosses told John that no one could spell his last name. So from now on, Vasky is your name.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. On the 29th September 1931, John and Steve worked their whole shift trying to get a large boulder out of the ceiling of the mine without success. Being the end of their shift, Steve went to put their tools away while John grabbed their lunch boxes. As he was walking to join John, the boulder they had been working on fell on Steve, killing him instantly. As a paramedic and firefighter, I can only imagine how horrific that sight would have been for John, and that he would have to live with that image for the rest of his life. That's sad.
Yeah.
John continued to work in the mine until after World War II. Unfortunately, he had contracted black lung after all of his years in the mine. And on the 6th of November 1962, he started coughing and couldn't stop, resulting in his death from asphyxia. It was election day and all the taverns were closed. His wife, Rosie, said he wasn't able to go to the tavern to wet down the coal dust. This was 3 years before I was born. I was named after him, and we have the same birthday. I wish I could have known him.
Oh, my. What a story.
Yeah. Well, that's a sad one, John.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what was his surname before?
So
It's right at the top there.
It was John Vasky, but he was originally János Viszokai.
Viszokai. Yeah.
Viszokai.
Mm.
Or Viszokai, maybe. Viszokai. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Tia Balser is introducing us to her grandmother's grandfather. Stanislaus Kostka-Niezgoda was an incredible Polish man who played quite a role in attempting to stop the historic 1920 lynching in my hometown of Duluth, Minnesota. One of approximately 20 up against 5,000. He battled the public for hours trying to prevent the tragedy. As a little girl, I remembered hearing about the lynching and never would have fathomed at the time that my own second great was front and center in trying to stop it. The discovery inspired me to write an article for the local paper, see the link in the See Also section of his profile, which made the front page. The article was also better explains the depths of connection I feel to him and shows who he was much better than I could ever summarize here. His other police activities, often quite comical, are in his biography as well. And I added plenty of photos. Hint, one involves beaver fur. Elaine,
Wow.
Elaine Weatherall, or Elaine Martson, donated a sketch through the Source-a-thon, and Tia said she won one sketch and she chose Stanislaus Police Station. So this will be added by Elaine soon. Oh, how special!
Nice.
I love that.
Great.
That's great.
Oh,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So if you go back up to the Monday post.
Yes. I guess actually I could, no? There. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you want to go to the gratitude to ancestors wall, maybe Vicki and I can switch off on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I can start. So let's see. The first one is from Anand Sharkey. Thanks to my adoptive family for taking a cuckoo in their nest. They were short and stature, dark-eyed, and had skin which bronzed easily. I have blue eyes, fair, freckly skin, and am taller than they are. They tried hard, particularly when I became a rebellious teenager, refusing to go to church and then tranting from the convent grammar school I loathed. All right. So as a parent and grandparent, I recognize I was really hard work, a constant worry to them, and very ungrateful. I only found out I was adopted when I was getting married and was asked to produce my baptismal certificate, which it transpired was in my name at birth. That's when I began to really appreciate what they had done for me. So thank you very much for the room in your hearts for the child of an unwed Irish girl.
Oh, that's sweet.
Wow.
And the next one is from Pam Kreutzer. My great-grandmother, Agatha Reichert, was an amazing woman. She was just a baby when she arrived in Kansas from Russia. Agatha gave the family an enduring spirit during times of struggle. She was widowed 3 times. Agatha had 3 living children from her first marriage, 1 from her second, and 2 from the third. She raised her stepchildren from her second and third marriages. When my mother looked for strength during hardships, she always mentioned her grandmother and how she stood strong. My mother wrote a story about her that you can find in the memory section of Agatha's profile.
Nice.
I never got to meet her, but would have loved to. Wow.
Oh, so sweet.
That's nice.
Yes. A great memory.
All right. Next one is from Tia. And she says, thank you to my second great Benjamin Franklin Rounds for teaching everyone they were wrong.
That's funny.
Went to a state institute as a deaf and dumb boy. He went to college and became the editor of the Akron Register, bringing the news to you from someone who could not hear it.
Wow.
So that's really sweet. Yeah. So really great posts, y'all. Remember, we have all week to keep adding to these. And each entry that you make into these G2G posts that are posted throughout the week and earns you an entry for the drawing. So be sure to keep going. And then Eowyn has the post up for tomorrow already.
Yes.
Ooh,
You want to click on the link.
there we are.
There it is. Yeah.
Woo!
So yeah, it's already all ready to go.
Mhm.
So thank you, Eowyn, always on top of the ball for us on that.
Yes.
And we should go ahead, and we're kind of featuring throughout the live casts for the week. We're featuring the countdown videos that were done by different events committee members and also other WikiTree members for the countdown out on social media. And part of that is we want to try to get everybody to guess when we're going to hit 40 million.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I'll add that link into the chat, but let's go ahead and I'll play the video for today. It was Welcome to WikiTree. Welcome to WikiTree, a collaborative community of genealogists from beginners to professionals.
Our honor code was developed by the community to ensure collaboration and accuracy and to keep information as free and as open as possible.
It also reminds us to assume mistakes are unintentional, be courteous to everyone, and respect privacy and copyrights.
WikiTree has over 1 million members and over 39 million profiles. Can you guess when we'll reach 40 million? If you're interested in joining, go to wikitree.com and sign up. It's free.
So we have a lot of fun doing those videos.
Yeah, they're fun.
Betsy, can you go to the WikiTree Week main help page and share that?
Okay, let's see. WikiTree Week help page.
It should be just, at the top somewhere, I think. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Just type in help : WikiTree Week.
Okay.
I mean, it's just.
I can share my screen. I have it
Okay,
here.
you got it?
There we
'Cause
go.
I probably have it on a different tab, but
Oh, you had it, Vicky.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
You were
know
there.
You had you had that for me. So here we are, and we want to see what's next, right?
Yeah. So this page is got everything on it, but also we wanted to mention the welcome page, because if you didn't get a chance to catch some of the symposium presentations, I want to make sure everybody knows that they're still out there, and they are going to be out there for 30 days after broadcast. So there's also the Help WikiTree Day welcome page, and it has links to, you can get the handout, you can go to the schedule for the symposium, there's links to the talks there. There's the link to the WikiTree Day. Can you go?
You want me to?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I have WikiTree Day here.
Yeah, but there's the welcome page. Let's see. I guess I can, let me try to share my screen, see if it'll work.
The welcome. Yeah,
there we go.
Already closed the other one.
Yeah, so this page is not only was it for the symposium, but it's also just for the whole week of activity. So the symposium, like we said, but then the WikiTree Day, and then there's a page of all the different research parties. So that's coming up on Saturday, y'all. That's going to be a lot of fun. All these different projects that have G2G posts out there for you to add your brick walls to. Check that out. There's also the dedicated server on Discord for the symposium week and week of activity. There's games that you can play. There's the merchandise out on the store. I mean, there is so much going on. And then this is the on-demand section I was talking about earlier. If you go here, it has all the symposium presentations from this year. So they're, like I said, up for 30 days. So you have time to watch them all. And then as LiveCasts go live for the WikiTree week. You'll be able to click those. They'll be added there too. Also, the previous year's presentations from WikiTree are on here. So we have 2023, all those, and then 2022, our first year when we first did it. You guys, that was so much fun.
Wow.
Those are still out there. You can watch them again. Or if you missed one and you forgot about it, check those out. There's so much great information. So what else are we supposed to be talking about, y'all? Are we forgetting anything?
The Heritage Hunt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
at the, let's see. So on today's post, I think she's got it on all the posts for G2G. At the bottom here, she has, yes, there's ongoing events you can work on throughout the week. So there's a heritage hunt. We're doing that again from last year. She's got a space page all set up for y'all. You can drop that in the chat. I mean, really, there's something to do every day. We're going to be so busy. And that's where the Recreate a Family Photo G2G post that Vicki shared is at. And then Profile Makeover. So go check out G2G and all the different things you can do out there.
Yeah. Someone was asking in the chat about the haiku and the limerick, but we're going to talk about those later on in the week where people have time to compose their poetry.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have to say that I've been getting alerts because I'm the one who posted it. The verses are coming in.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
So let's see, I was going to go to the next up is
Midnight Madness.
Midnight Madness. That is not very far away. That's
3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours away. So you guys stay tuned for that if you can stay up that late, or maybe you're just picking up.
Maybe do a mystery box to fill the time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Just don't crash the system on me. No.
Oh, yeah. So that's at midnight. I guess that's not on. Oh, yeah. Here it is. LiveCast.
Yeah, I saw it there. Yeah.
Midnight Madness. Yeah, that's going to be Sandy Paddock and the Midnight Madness crew. And then we have the regular kickoff tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. We call that kickoff 2 for the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
So, all right. Lots of activity tomorrow. Look at all those live casts, y'all. We're going to be
Oktoberfest wrap up at 1. Yeah.
Team chat Q&A. That's at 10 a.m. Sandy's doing a special bingo tomorrow at noon. Oh, and I'm going to be doing genealogy trivia and birth search. That'll be fun. And then we'll have our wrap up for the day. There's so much to do.
We're going to be so busy.
We need to sleep. Who needs sleep?
Yes, we all need to sleep a little.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and close up if nobody has any questions. Did you guys see any questions that we needed to?
I
think we're okay.
Yeah, I think so.
It's really
Amanda
cool.
did a mystery box.
Right, Amanda.
All right.
Hey.
I think it's great. I don't know if you guys noticed when the last live cast, people were entering a queue before their questions. So we got them straight for that. That was great.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Yes, that does make it much easier to see.
It does. All right. Well, it was great chatting with you all. We'll see you tomorrow for me.
Yes.
For me too.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Have fun.
Yeah, or tomorrow.